नमस्कार आपण समस्त को यह वीडियो बहुत बहुत स्वागत। तो आज आम वीडियो में आप सहित कैस्ट एंड पॉलिटिक्स कैस्ट एंड कैस्ट सिस्टम मीनिंग डेफिनेशन एंड नेचर नेचर माने कौन कैस्ट नेचर उपर मुझे नोट सेयर करी आ वीडियो आगे कहबी जे आपण मैंने यार पीडीएफटा किपरि भाबे पाई परिबे। तो फास्ट देखा कैस्ट। तो कैस्ट माने कौन द वर्ड कैस्ट इज डेराइव्ड फ्रॉम स्पेनिश कैस्ट मीनिंग ब्रीड और स्ट्रेन। जो स्पेनिश वर्ड गोटे कैस्ट तार ब्रीड कौन ब्रीड और स्ट्रेन तार होची अर्थ और a complex of hereditary qualities. It was applied by the Portuguese to the particular Indian institutions known by the name of jati. Next देखिए several definitions of this term caste have been given by sociologists. While some have viewed caste as a special type of social satisfaction, others have treated it as an ethnographic category relevant only to Hindu India. So some definition देखिबा कौन ना caste is an extended kinship group in which every member is either an actual or a potential kind of another. या कहना ना क्लेम करो गोटे कौन definition नहीं देथिले caste को लेके। Caste is a system of stratification in which mobility up down the status leader at least ideally may not occur. एटा कि ना डब्ल्यू ग्रीन यहाँ को गोटे डेफिनेशन देथिले caste को लेके। आ कौन रही when a class in some what is slightly hereditary we may call it a caste. The CH plural definitions. In very simple words, caste is an aggregate of a person whose set of obligations and privileges are fixed by a birth which have behind them the faction of religious and traditions. Nature of caste. तो nature of caste देखिबा कौन nature कौन caste nature कौन ना generally speaking caste are mutually exclusive often various groups into which individuals are born. Legal changes, education, new employment opportunities, on urbanizations etc. have transformed many features of the caste system. Some features are किसी features देखे हेरिडिटरी. The caste system represents the hereditary pyramid with Brahmins at the top, various so-called lower caste at the bottom, and thousands of other castes in the middle. ये जो कैस्ट को जो हेटी जगह ब्राह्मण सर्व उपरे तापर जो किछ तार मध्यम आ जो सब माने कोन दलित लोक मध्य रहिबे. Caste system is organized on the principle of heredity. Brahmins are placed on the supermost position. Brahmin कोन सब ऊपर रहिबे of the social leader, and the other three castes are subordinated to them. An impossible system of social and psychological barriers is maintained between one caste and other. हेरिडिटरी सिस्टम caste रो गोटे. Endogamy and hereditary status. Caste is determined by birth and there are very little for change. A person born in a specific caste remains the member of it for the whole life. माने गोटे पर्सन गोटे परिवार जन्म हेले से कौन गोटे से परिवार कौन मेम्बर हो जाए पूरा जीवन सारा. तो से पर तार जो कैस्ट जन्म होइतियो से कैस्ट तार गोटे कौन आइडेंटिटी थाए पूरा होल लाइफ रे. दे आर गिवन दिस आइडेंटिटी एज ए हेरिडिटरी पोजिशन. और ताकर आइडेंटिटी गोटे तांको कौन हेरिडिटरी पोजिशन गोटे दिए. जदि से ब्राह्मण घर जन्म होइतियो ताहले से सुपर मोस्ट. जदि से अन्य अदर क्लास थियो ताहले से कौन लोअर माने ब्राह्मण से लोअर टिक रहइबो. Irrespective of one's own wish, he has to be a specific caste. The membership does not undergo any change even if changes in a person's status, occupations, education, wealth etc. And extra. Caste endogamy is strictly enforced wherein the members of which one caste marry only with their owner caste. one पर नीचे जाति लोग नीचे जाति में बाहर करेंगे. Intercaste marriage is not only viewed with disfavor but is discussed and often severely criticized. माने कौन इंटरकास्ट माने गोटे जातिर लोक अन्य जो विवाह करबाटा सेटा ता फेवर न किंतु ताको से मते कि माने समस्त ताको टिके ता against रे रहिबे. It is also believed that endogamy is one of the basic characteristic feature of the caste system. Hereditary and traditional occupations. In the traditional ancient system, माने पूरा भारतर पूर्वतन काल रे almost every caste followed a certain occupation which was handled by down the from its one generation to another. माने वंशगत जो हिट काम करिए जेपर कि वंशगत कौन ब्राह्मण लोक मैंने पूजा करते पूजा करेंगे क्षत्रिय मैंने कौन सब क्षत्रिय मैंने सब कौन युद्ध सब देखिए वयस मैंने सब कौन बेपार करेंगे बेपार करेंगे आ शूद्र लोक मैंने कौन सब सेवा करते सेवा करेंगे माने जन्म पर पुओ सब से काम करेंगे से कौन ट्रेडिशनल ऑक्युपेशन टेम्पल प्रिस्ट कार्पेंटर्स बार्बर सफाई कर्मचारी come from traditional caste. Every caste associated with some traditional occupations. Hindu religions tends define occupation from the each of the varnas. Manu prescribed religious and academic occupation from the Brahmanis. Military and political functions from the Kshatriyas, agriculture and other commercial activities for the Vaishyas, and all other manual jobs for the Sudras. Endogamy. तो endogamy कौन ना individuals marry with their own caste and caste satisfaction contributes the caste में society. Principle of purity and pollution. Relations between caste were traditionally determined by the concept of pollution and purity, which assisted that lower castes are polluting to the higher castes. The theory of pollution from the basic for untouchability. Next देखिए commercial restoration taboos. तो कौन in ancient times lower castes were defined may opportunities. Example, they were not allowed to wear jewelry, enter temples or attend schools. In rigid caste system, the higher caste authorities impose certain restrictions on the movement and activities of lower castes. Also, they maintain a strict barriers so that intermixing between lower and upper castes can be avoided. The food taboo was very common. There were strict prohibitory rules that no other caste member could sit with the Brahmins. माने कौन ब्राह्मण लोगों पर आओ other caste लोग बसी पारिबेनी and have no food. Even food cooked by any lower caste member was not taken by the Brahmins. अन्य जो नीच जाति लोग यदि रोषेई कर ताले ब्राह्मण लोग से कौन ग्रहण करिबेनी. Neither they shared the same pond for drinking water. आगुले same pond माने गोटे पोखरु से कौन drinking water नहीं पारिबेनी. आ कौन रहिछि caste are localized groups. There are no uniform standards that evaluate castes all over country. A particular caste may be considered untouchable in our region and छुआ जो रही but no so in other region. आम religion होछि किंतु other region रे रहनी. Caste and subcaste. The term caste and subcaste should not be confused with each other. Subcaste signifies a subdivision of a larger caste. In case where a caste group has split into several smaller endogamous groups, the use of this term from the is justified. Next, authority. Authority, what is authority? Authority in caste system, the existence of authority of a particular caste over the other is accepted rigidly. In most castes, the authority of social control is vested with a council is generally responsible for solving every possible dispute and controlling the actions of the people from lower caste. With the introduction and extensions of the control of law in recent times and the gradual substitutions of village panchayat or brewed for the traditional caste authority, the scenario has changed. No more the caste authority is so strong as before, but upper caste people still enjoy a privileged position and often exercise an authority over the others in certain social matters. The arrangement of several caste groups in a particular order और रिलेशनशिप्स इन सोसाइटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन द कैस्ट सिस्टम। तो कौन कैस्ट सिस्टम किसी कौन दरकार कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन किसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बेस दरकार सिस्टम को टी आरेंजमेंट करने किसी भल करने जो नेचरटा रही तार तो सुधार आने तो ये कौन कैस्ट सिस्टम जो कैस्ट कौन आ नेचर मुझे आप नोट्स सेट कली जब आप पीडीएफ चाहती डिस्क्रिप्शन में टेलीग्राम लिंक अच्छी जॉइन हैंतु आपण मानक यार नोट्सटा मिल जाए। थैंक यू टू ऑल फॉर वाचिंग दिस वीडियो। नेक्स्ट टाइम देखिए अफर्मेटिव एक्शन कौन सब जगह